listen to CDs on tour anymore because we used to bring like huge books of CDs, and now we can bring our iPods. So I love that because it takes the place of like it weighs so much. We all had like huge backpacks just to carry all our CDs.
Now we can DJ if we want to.
I listen to Love a lot. In the dressing room, we're listening to a lot of Led Zeppelin. But we have stereos that we can plug our iPod into that are like mini travel speakers, but they're like really loud if you put them on the floors.
We were supposed to DJ the other night, but they didn't have the cords to plug our iPods in, so we were just trying to play like from his CDs, and we're like, oh, Guns N' Roses, we like that, you know. Cool, Motorhead, we like that. And he'd be like, yeah, I just have to play this Franz Ferdinand, and then I'll play your song. And then, so we'd play Franz Ferdinand, and we'd get to the end, and we'd be like, okay. And then it wouldn't be our song. We were so bummed.
Well, we DJ. I think it sounds funny, like, we don't really explain, but, like, we don't really know how to use, like, the DJing, like, all the, like, oh, shit.
Awesome.
Should we answer the phone?
Hello?
I think we don't really know how to, like, work all the tables, but we usually have to have someone who is DJing that night has to, like, relinquish their power to us, but help us. So they're usually kind of angry. Sometimes they're nice about it. I think that whole thing with Dave Mustaine was really sad. We were watching it. We were like looking at each other in the movie theater like, it's so sad. How can that be? Like, you know, everybody was leaving too, and that was like what everybody was talking about. Like, can you believe about Dave Mustaine? Because I had no idea that was in there. Like, nobody told me that he was even in that documentary.
They don't talk about that.
So I didn't know they were going to touch on such a depressing issue with them. I don't think we've really ever had the kind of feud that was like that deep rooted that lasted that long, because we're the only people we know that have known each other that long, like from that long ago. We don't really hang out with too many people from high school, just like 2 or 3 people, and they weren't in bands, so there's no feuds with them. But we did have we have one band that always, I think we got in a fight with them, but it was a misunderstanding, and they're the ones that actually turned it around and made it a huge deal. And then we can't really talk about.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to give them.
They're not.
They don't get any press unless we talk about them.
They're not even.
We don't want to give them any.
But they started this fight one night, and it was more like a physical fight actually, and poured beer all over our singer, and when we found out why, because we were so angry, and the bands that we were on tour with, they all like tried to like basically beat this band up, and we didn't want there to be any violence or anything, so we just told them to get out of there. But there was like a feud going on, and then when we tried to kind of pretend like we weren't angry and apologize just to see what they would do, they were the reasons they had were like not even real. Like, we never did anything to them, but they seemed to think we did. And I think now they'd rather just say that we hated each other instead of just saying nothing really happened.
It's really annoying.
The stupidest feud in the world, because nothing really ever happened, yet we fight all the time. And I think that they like to just say that they are in a feud with the Donnas.
The bass player Maya and I went to like one of their shows to be like, okay, we're sorry, it's no big deal. And they were like, yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, it's a joke, right? We just started that fight for press, right? Like, it's totally just to get attention. And we're like, what are you talking about?